Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening po to all the people around the world po. Especially sa aking mga best friend and friends and of course to all my dear followers ko po. Thank you to all my dear. Of course, mag-ingat, take care everyone po. So, welcome to my channel, Jim Vlog po. Thank you to all again of you. Mag-ingat, take care po. So, welcome to talk about regarding po sa topic sa ating Pilipinas nga talamak na what we call corruption. As they said, na ang ating Vice President of the Philippines has spending of 1 to 5 million pesos in 11 days po. So, alam ba ninyo yan? So, what about the President po? She's spending 12.45 million pesos po a day. So, alam ba niya magkano per month? 333 million po per month po. So, kaya mag-compute magkasang taon. Ganyan po ang confidential fund ng ating mga leader of the Philippines po. So, malupit po. Napakaraming pera nilustay kung paano nangyari, lalo sa talamak na what they call corruption ng in what they call the Philippine talamak corruption po in what they call flood control tactic in ghost project po. So, malapit po talaga. Napakaraming pera, kaya kanya-kaya diskarte po kung paano ginawa ng, of course, sa buhatan yan sa Congress yan, district engineer, at saka kung contractor po. Kung totoo siya, yan po talaga ang gumagawa ng mga ghost project ng Philippines po. Di pa pwede, siguro isa lang taong gumawa yan. Magkasama po palaging tatlo yan. Imposible po kung isa-isa lang group ang gumagawa ng ghost project. So, ganyan po ang what they call controversial ng Pilipinas po. So, dito naman tayo sa what we call istorya ni balita sa YouTube ni what we call just a moment. What we call student hero, CJ Hero po. Kung sino yung mastermind o mga gumagawa ng ating mga what we call big problema ng ating bahay. Pakinggan po natin si CJ Hero po. Ito na po.
So much noise.
Former Congressman Saldico,
Huwag ka nang makialam sa budget.
we cannot ignore that statement.
You have to bend the law.
Yung sinasabi natin bending the law will be inconsistent totally with its core legal system.
Parang klaro na si Zaldico.
Pwede pa lang gagawin ang balaod ng ibin o what you call gagawin mong ibin mo pag anon ang balaod ng dilo kan bin. Ganyan po ang style ng what you call balaod binding of law.
Isa sa mga masterminds. Pero dito sa mga videos, parang siya pa yung kawawa.
In reality process of investigation,
Why are you so protective of the Discayas? Why are you so protective?
Tama na! Sobra na! Itong mga kagabuhan si Vice President Sara Sira Duterte!
Rage-baiting, unfounded talking points, all designed to confuse a public that is already stretched thin.
Next natin, ginanakaw lang nila, pinagpapasarap nila sa kung ano-anong mga luho nila.
Kahit saan ka tumingin, someone is peddling a narrative instead of explaining the truth. And the people who need clarity the most end up getting manipulated instead. And it does not help that this country has no shortage of self-proclaimed political analysts who talk with so much confidence. Akala mo yung opinion nila ebidensya.
I actually liked how Speaker Romualdez ran Congress. I was actually impressed at how he was able to unify Congress in a lot of major issues. People want to know the truth. Pagod na ang ating taong bayan sa ganitong panloloko. Kaya cheese, mayos-ayos ka please.
If there is one place in this country where politics should never dictate decisions, dito yan sa COMELEC. Unfortunately, even the very institution tasked to guard our democracy is not immune from political gamesmanship.
Yung kauna-unahan po namin susulatan,
ay yung mismong contractor na yun na umamin mismo sa House of Representatives na siya ay nagbigay ng 30 million pesos.
Nagpapagamit kasi kayo. Comelec, welcome to the show. Case in point, the Cheese Escudero campaign donation issue.
Matagal ko ng kaibigan at kakilala, siya at tumutulong talaga sa amin. Mula pa, nung hindi pa iso to.
Ang tanong, illegal ba na mag-donate ang may-ari ng isang construction company sa kampanya ng isang kandidato?
It's actually a violation sa Omnibus Election Code. So, may mga prohibited donations.
Anton Lagdameo donated 247.3 million pesos sa kampanya ni BBM. Kung sa mga contractors lang, Rodolfo Hilot Jr. donated 20 million pesos sa presidential campaign ni BBM and bagged 3.22 billion pesos worth of flood control projects. Mr. Jonathan Pirante donated 1 million pesos to BBM's presidential campaign. His company bagged 76 flood control projects worth 6.77 billion pesos among many others. So what? We'll just ignore all of that.
Any person or company cannot donate if the company or person has an interest in a contract with government for construction or infrastructure projects.
Bakit kayo gumagawa ng distinction na wala naman sa konstitusyon? Takot ba kayo kay Romualdez? Dagdag na lang kung talagang nakakatanggap sila ng mga blessing from Romualdez. Allegedly. Comelec ignored those rulings and carved a hole in the Constitution. This country has been stuck for decades trying to pass an anti-dynasty law. The members of the House of Representatives shall be elected for a term of 3 years. Yeda Romualdez, who is now serving her 4th term in Congress. How the fuck did that happen? Now, she joins her husband, Martin Romualdez, and their son, Andrew Julian Romualdez, Tingog Party List's first nominee. Comelec has just created a new breed of dynasty. Comelec, pagbuhusan natin ng time and resources ang very honest sauces ng mga politiko. Doon nga lang sa mga na-upload sa Comelec website mismo. Ang dami-dami ng kaduda-duda eh. Yung NUP, walang nakalagay dito na natanggap na donation. Liberal Party, 2.85 million pesos ang tinanggap na cash contribution. Ang total na ginastos, 2.85 million pesos. Talo pa sila ng Kabataan Party List, 3.5 million pesos ang natanggap na cash donation. Wag ka! Ang akbayan, walang natanggap na donation. Pero may ginastos na 18,188,000 pesos. But honestly speaking, is there really a 100% accurate and honest sauce? Now back to Escudero, Lubiano, and the 30 million peso donation. Is this true?
PJ Hero is one of the most relevant and viral voices in today's political conversation. She brings to PGMN nearly 2 decades of experience in politics and media, and her honesty in explaining issues has made her a trusted and formidable presence. Her political work began inside the rooms where decisions were shaped, long before the public heard about them. Ghostwriting, crafting strategy, and managing communication with a deep understanding of message and intent. Her media career stands on its own. A broadcast communication graduate from University of the Philippines. She anchored news, hosted TV programs, and produced research. The newsroom trained her to examine information closely and follow how a story evolves as verified details emerge. She is known for her meticulous research, following leads until the picture is clear and presenting only what the evidence supports. Her direct and fearless commentary earns respect from those who value accountability and pressure from those who fear exposure. Outside public work, she supports efforts that protect children, promote realistic women's empowerment, uphold media transparency and free speech, and strengthen national unity. She is also a trained volunteer firefighter, reflecting a willingness to stand where fear is highest and protect others. That same sense of duty guides everything she does. In terms of PGMN, there is no anchor more viral or more successful. She has literally altered election results and consistently got.
Yan po ang istorya ng mga lives regarding po kay what we call Seiji Hero po. Siya po ang gumagawa ng istorya sa regarding po sa mga balitang chismis po sa Pilipinas po kung paano nangyari ang mga what we call nandyan na lahat ang mga talamak na what we call corruption po. So again, thank you to all my dear. And mag-ingat po kayong lahat. God bless everyone po. Bye-bye. Mag-ingat again. God bless.